What's good, guys? Welcome to my channel. It's Candace, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video because I was thinking about something. Well, I was about to shoot a video and a thought jumped into my head while preparing for that video. So basically, I just realized that oftentimes when I want to do things, and I know it's not a thing that only I do, I've realized that a lot of people around me even, they do it, and some people actually don't, which is the most amazing thing to see. I just would really, if you're the kind of person that doesn't do this, please tell me in the comment section how that works for you and how you're able to just not do that. Basically, whenever I have to do something, I always go through multiple steps of planning, just making sure that this is in the right place, this is going well, this and this and this is done before I can do that one main thing that I have to do. So I have multiple plans in line before I can do what it is that I want to do, and I realize that that kind of leads to me actually not doing what I want to do, or putting it off for such a long time, just like procrastinating until I get tired of procrastinating. And if it's meant to be done, I'll end up actually doing it. If I see it as something that, if I don't do it, it's not really a big problem, I won't do it. So it just kind of occurred to me how sometimes as a person you really need not to think about things too much. I mean, I am quite impulsive sometimes, and I do things like in the spur of the moment, and I'm just like, I want to do this and I'm going to do it. But I realize that happens when I don't know what energy I'm in when that happens, but that used to happen more when I was younger. But now that I'm grown, I tend to overanalyze things, overassess, overthink, and just plan and plan and plan and plan. And when I see that things aren't going well, I cancel and I don't do anything. And I find myself in a place of stagnance, and I get frustrated, and I get so mad. And when I sit back and I realize, oh my God, it is all my fault. Like, I brought this upon myself because I was overthinking about everything. And, it just made me realize that sometimes you really just need to do things. When it comes to life, like, literally, nobody even knows if this is real. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I sometimes really question if this is really happening. I literally sit outside and I just look at everything and I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit is this? Like, what really is this? What are we doing? Like, is really happening? So we don't really know if this shit is real or not. And we're here just, overstressing, overcompensating, overthinking, overdoing, over everything. And I'm over it. Like, it's just messed up. As a person, sometimes you really need to just not ask questions, unless it's illegal, of course, but like, who fucking cares anyways? I'm not promoting illegal action or illegal oh my God, illegal shit. I'm not promoting doing illegal shit, but it's your life. Do what you're ready and prepared to do. So I'm just saying, man, that like, as people, well, as myself, I'm hoping whoever can relate to this relates to this, and you feel me. Like, overthinking isn't worth it. It's really not, because at the end of the day, you're either gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. It's either gonna turn out well or it's not gonna turn out well. It's either gonna teach you something or that was all for nothing. So ultimately, it's just a matter of doing things. Like, don't give a shit, don't give a fuck, let go of everything and just do things. Literally, just fucking do things. Because who in the fucking world cares? If you think about it, who fucking cares? Like this video, I literally was just sitting and I was thinking of doing a certain video, and I was like, oh, okay, I need to go get dressed, because I was doing shit earlier on, and I got home and I was chilling and I was thinking, and I was like, oh, I have a YouTube video that I want to do and I should probably shoot that now. And I'm wearing a hoodie, and I'm like, I like, when I shoot videos, I just like wearing normal, like, proper tops that I'm just always wearing or whatever. So I'm like, I need to find a top, I need to find a skirt, and nobody fucking sees that skirt, for fucking Christ's sakes. But I still think about that shit. Like, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to get the setup, I need to do this, grab the paper, read through it first, remember all the things that, like, were going through my mind when I was writing that, how I felt, all this planning. And sometimes I don't even upload those videos that I put so much fucking effort into. There's so much thinking that goes into it, so much investment into it, that ends up going to fucking shit. And sometimes when I just do things and I literally don't even think twice, like recently I joined the gym, and it wasn't something that I was like thinking about for like years. I mean, months or whatever. Like, I love gyms. I love going to gym, and I used to go to gym like earlier last year. So I stopped. And ever since then, I haven't been like, oh, I need to get a gym membership or whatever, whatever. It was just this one day my mom and I were together, and she was supposed to buy me something, and we ended up not going. So I was like, I look good. Like, we can't just go right back home. Like, look at how I look. And I was telling her I wanna get a gym membership, and she was like, why don't you go to this specific gym and ask how much their memberships are? And I got there, asked the dude. You know how sales agents are. You have to get the membership same day, otherwise they're gonna charge you ridiculous prices. So I took it same day. I signed up for the shit same day, and that was me doing something without having thought about it. I just threw myself in it, and that was the most recent thing that I did. That was just a thing that happened in the moment. It wasn't planned for weeks or months. It was literally a day's thing where I was like, I want to do this, why don't you do it? We went, signed up, everything was done. And after I did that, I was like, shit, I didn't even consider the fact that like I need to have money to pay for this shit every month. I need to make sure I can buy my makeup. I need to make sure I can do my nails, and I need to do my nails. I need to make sure of this. I wasn't thinking about all of that, because if I thought about all of that, I wasn't gonna get the membership. And now I'm so happy that like I get to go to gym whenever I want, and I just love being in the gym. And that was something that I did for myself that serves me, that I didn't have to overthink. But if I overthought about it, I wasn't gonna do it. And now it's adding into my life. It's made me so much happier. It's made me deal with dark days so much better than before. You get me? So I'm just, like, literally, as people, we need to just say fuck everything, because nothing fucking matters at the end of the day. Like, it matters, but it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I used to be a pessimistic ass nihilist. Like, my nihilism was mad pessimistic. But now I think I've moved into a state of more optimistic nihilism. I mean, I have my days where I fall back into that shit. But I have my days where I'm just like super optimistic nihilist type bitch. That doesn't make sense, but yeah, I'm super optimistically nihilistic. Doesn't make sense. So when those days are there, I'm just so much happier, because I'm like, nothing matters and I can do whatever. If I embarrass myself, I'm like, it is what it is, because I'm a clumsy ass bitch. And I embarrass the fucking shit out of myself almost all the time. So when I do embarrass myself, I don't even care, because I'm like, bruh, nothing matters. Like, these people that just saw me maybe, fucking almost break my ankle walking in heels that I have no business walking in on a fucking cold ass day when it's raining and I need to run or sprint or whatever. It's not gonna matter. They're gonna go home, laugh about it. They had a laugh. At least I made somebody laugh. That matters. I won't think of it in a manner of I embarrassed myself. It's like, oh, that was a funny thing. I mean, I'll probably cringe, but back then I would beat myself up if I ever embarrassed myself. But now I think of it in a way of, bruh, it happened. We grow from these things. Literally, that's how life is. We just need to stop overthinking. And this is a message to myself, because I get those days where I'm just overthinking everything, overcompensating. And even when I have to text back, sometimes I look at the text and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna say this, but why does that fucking matter? Like, I overthink like a motherfucker. I've been told by so many people that your child, even my mom, my family, people I would like talk to, adults that would just meet me, or like readers that would read me, would literally tell me, everyone would say, dude, you think way too much, you need to fucking stop. So if there's anybody who feels like they're in the same position as I am, you find yourself just overthinking everything. Like last night I could not sleep because it was just a million and one thoughts just going through my mind, and it just didn't stop. So if you find yourself in the same position, just remember that nothing matters. Like, I have my days where I remember that and I'm so much happier, but I have my days when I forget, and it's okay to relapse, but as long as you're willing to get yourself back into that space that you enjoy being in more, I feel like that matters. So if you overthink, just say fuck the world. Laugh at all the fucking embarrassing moments, laugh at all the everything that's just messed up. Just find yourself laughing. I love laughing. Like, if a person can make me laugh, that is one of the best things in the world. Like, I will fucking love you. I love watching things that make me laugh. I love being a part of situations that make me laugh. I don't like seriousness. So it's good to be lighthearted. Like, as a person, especially who has massive anxiety, or if you go through like crazy depression or any kind of like mental health issue that's just bothersome in your life, or just any problem, and you find it being consistent in your life, just find it in you to be in spaces that make you laugh, be around people that make you laugh as often as possible. They make you forget that life is serious, because it really isn't. Like, I know sometimes certain things are meant to be taken serious, but that does not mean that like we need to take it so serious that we put our happiness like in jeopardy, and we just wanna be so considerate of everything, and just, this is so serious, it's so serious, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, because that's literally what happens in my mind. And I hate the fact that this shit is actually real, because it's bad, it's terrible, you know. So literally my message is, fuck the world, stop stressing, like just do things. You'll see, you'll end up in the places that you're meant to be, especially when you're just following your heart. Whatever your heart says, do. Whatever your heart says, go, just go. And maybe in like 2 years you'll find yourself in a place where you're like perfect, like you're just the perfect fit for that space, you're just the perfect person needed for that specific position, or you know, just that puzzle piece that was missing in this thing that's going on wherever it is that you are. You'll find yourself in the perfect fucking place because you just did things. Whatever your heart says do, that's not really just your heart, it's your higher self, it's your ancestors. If you're thinking about doing something, it's a message, it's probably a message. Some things are really your thoughts, but sometimes it's really just guidance. Just listen to your heart and do things. Stop overthinking, because thoughts kind of make it hard for us to listen to our intuition and like our hearts and shit. And I know this firsthand, and it's crazy, and I hate it. And one day I know everything's gonna get better. I just hope that it gets better for someone else who relates to this. But I'm gonna end this right here because I don't want it to be too long. But you know, anyone and everyone who goes through like massive anxiety and just periods of overthinking, I hope you make it I hope you make it out, and like, you know, you're able to deal with it well, and you're able to say fuck the world from time to time. But until then, just teach yourself to be more in your heart space than in your head. But anyways, bye guys, thank you for watching this.